Well, more than 1,000 energy experts from across the globe met in San Antonio this week for the 23rd Annual National Ethanol Conference. Joining us now is President and CEO of the Renewable Fuels Association, Bob Dinneen. Bob, as always, thanks for joining us. Let's start, first of all, with a recap of the event. What were maybe a couple of the highlights?
Well, there was a great discussion about the renewable fuel standard and the impact of credits that some refiners say is impacting their bottom line, and they're using that as a reason to try to reform the program. There's a lot going on in the industry right now, and generally the mood was quite upbeat. They know there are challenges ahead. We had a terrific discussion about the potential challenges and opportunities with electric vehicles. There was a lot of discussion about trade and how we continue our record exports. In fact, the Department of Commerce partners with the RFA at this event every year, and we had representatives from 6 different countries meeting with marketers from the U.S. ethanol industry, and there were a fair amount of international sales happening at the event. So it was a great event again, and we were pretty pleased with it.
You mentioned international sales. I understand for the 3rd year, RFA hosted specifically an international buyer program. Tell us a little bit about that, and does it seem like it's proving to be very successful?
It's the 3rd year in a row we've had it now. The Department of Commerce brings in buyers from around the globe, and they meet with our producers and marketers. They build relationships, and in many cases, they ink deals there right on the spot. And we actually had 150 meetings set up over the course of the conference, just with international sales in mind. So from that perspective, it was a great success, and I think the Department of Commerce's, they call them B2B, business-to-business meetings, really are an important element of the National Ethanol Conference.
Bob, the conference is wrapped up, but the work I know is never done. What's next for RFA as we move forward this year?
Well, of course, there's still challenges here in town, and we're focused on making sure that EPA lives up to the President's promise to provide regulatory reform that would allow E15 to be sold year-round. We're looking to expand markets. We're looking to increase ethanol's value as a high-octane component and get beyond just E15 to higher-level blends. So you're absolutely right. There's a lot to do, but the industry left San Antonio, I think, enthused again to continue the work so that next year we're reporting on even more production, even more sales, even more exports, and another record-breaking year.
All right. Well, Bob, thank you for joining us again. President and CEO of the Renewable Fuels Association, Bob Dinneen, on the phone with us from D.C.